Okay. In this lecture, I am going to discuss on the second part, which I have already highlighted in the previous lecture. In the second part, we will be taking into account the relationship of chorus with Beckett, with Thomas Beckett. In this section, in this part of the lecture, we will be looking at the perspectives that how chorus, the presentation of chorus in the play has been instrumental to provide growth and development to Beckett's personality and his thinking. It is because of chorus that Thomas Becket has been finally successful to take his decision for the martyrdom. So when we read the play, we find that all the characters in the drama, they have the potential to represent or reflect Thomas' being, Thomas' personality, and there is a correlation in the process of their thinking, in the process of their acting, in the process of delivering certain ideas which are related with the core theme of the play. So we find that all the characters in the play, they are engaged to provide certain ideas which are instrumental to increase or to enhance or to clarify Beckett's mind. In turn, we find that Beckett is the focus of the drama and is the representative of the whole community. The chorus is very necessary for Thomas' clear thinking and for his right choice of action. We can examine it in the part 1 of the play, where after listening to the last chorus in part 1 of the play, he admits that, I quote, "Now is my way clear. Now is the meaning plain, as he is to their development." Means Beckett is also, in some way, we can say that Beckett is also, the presence of Beckett is also assisting for the growth and development of the chorus too. Here I would like to emphasize on the word growth and development, which is what I feel is basically related with the development of consciousness in the community. or among the common people. No doubt, Beckett is a political character, and his presence in the play for his people is very is very uh, is very, you know, uh, inspiring. It is the source of their inspiration, and his presence is also the source of the growth and development of political consciousness among the common masses. This relationship between Chorus and Beckett can also be contextualized according to the theory of integral humanism that has been propounded by Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyaya in Indian context. We can look, or we can try to contextualize these two segments, Beckett and Chorus, or in another way we can say Beckett and common human being of the state, and in the another way the state, knights and king. So we find, if we see it in two categories, in one category we will find that there is a assimilative force where Chorus and rest of the character who are well-wisher to Thomas Beckett, they are connected in one line of thought. And in the other hand, in the another section, we find that there is a disintegration, there is a fragmentation, there is a division, there is a cuts that is prevalent with the life of the stately people, or in the state itself. So this shows the impact of this we can say that this shows the impact of modernism, by which Eliot was highly influenced, and this also shows his knowledge on Indian philosophy that is there in the essence of, we can say, in the essence of Hinduism, or that we also can say that this theory of integral humanism is not merely in fact we can say is the core of Hindu philosophy, but when we take it to the another religion, we find that rest of the religion and all the religion in the world, they are somehow related with this kind of concept. Their preaching, their teaching, their messages, they are related with this kind of philosophical statement, with this kind of philosophical order. What I want to suggest here, that there is no harm, or there is no derogative meaning when we take into account any kind of religious philosophy. What we need to do there, that we have to understand those philosophies, those ideas from liberal point of view, from liberal perspective. So this theory of integral humanism can be connected. What I wanted to say is that can be connected with the response of Chorus in relation to the personality of Beckett. We find that like Thomas Beckett, the women of the chorus have to learn to conform their wills. In a way, they may be said to formulate a circumference where he is the center of the attention. Beckett is the center of the attention. In part 1, we see them as it were acting with him, and it also appears that they have been taken into action against their will, for they have suffered and they do not want to suffer anymore. As the destiny of Beckett becomes more evident, their terrors increase, for they see him moving towards tribulation and doom. At no time we see the anguish of Beckett. It is mirrored and reflected by the women of the Canterbury, by the chorus. It is they who give voice to the, it is chorus only which gives voice and which creates conflict in the narrative, in the strange, dark and shifting images of despair. This is one of the paradoxes of the role of the chorus. They participate in the action and suffering of Beckett in order that action and suffering might be transformed. So the entire process by which all the characters in the play are engaged with the central character is very much symbolical, and that symbolizes a certain kind of transformation that is to take their conscience, or to take their mind and to transform it from the physical world to the metaphysical ambience. So that is the basic meaning, in fact, that is related with the all character in the play. This is one of the paradoxes of the role of the chorus. They participate in action and suffering of Beckett in order that action and suffering might be transformed. One of the aims in the drama is to propound difference between the saint and the ordinary people, and the chorus is instrumental to serve or to create a certain kind of bridge between the gap, in fact. So this is all about in the second part of the chorus, when we try to look at chorus from the perspective of the relationship between chorus and Beckett. In the third part of the chorus, as I have suggested in my first lecture, that the first part of the chorus is related to itself, for their growth, for their development, for the arousal of their national consciousness, and this part of the chorus can be examined from the perspective of democratic principles. That how with Beckett the marginalized character, or the forces which are at the margin get a space for the expression of their own voices and their own will in a society or in a state. With Beckett, with the growth of Thomas Beckett's personality, and with the growth of his thinking and idea, we find in the play that these minor characters coming from the periphery, coming from the margins of the society, are able to enhance their understanding on the political issues of the state, as well as on the religious process of self realization. So it can be stated that chorus in itself is very much meaningful as far as its growth and development is related in connection with the state, or in connection with their development of their personality. So this was all which I wanted to share with all of you on this aspect of role and significance of chorus in Eliot's play Murder in the Cathedral. And thank you very much. And if you will have any kind of doubts or any question, that I will try to address when we meet personally in the class, or maybe sometime at the online classes. Thank you very much. Please do share your response. Thank you.